All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the missed Miz Monday last week. We're on episode 12 here. In the last 14 games since I last talked to you guys, I think, which is probably, it sounds about right, 14 games. Tigers go 8-6. They were on a 6-game winning streak in that mist right there that I just said. There's been some really frustrating games the last 2 days, though. But I'm going to start with the more positive stuff. Going on a 6-game winning streak was must needed for this team. But the problem is that 6-game winning streak got you to 11 games under 500, then you lose 2 straight again. So you're now 13 games under 500, 14 now because you lost game 1 of the doubleheader today. But it's just not. You got to stack W's. You can't go on these 3-game losing streaks. That's just not going to cut it anymore. You played so bad early on in the season that you don't have enough time left to afford to go on another 3-game losing streak like this. So you just got to continue stacking W's. You got 7 games left, including game 2 of the doubleheader, which is being played right now before the All-Star break. You got to go 6-1 in that stretch to give yourself a shot in the second half, which will put you 9 games under going into the All-Star break. As for the frustrating play, you're not going to score a lot of runs this year, the Tigers. Your offense is very not good. It's not solid enough to score 6 runs a game. So, that being said, you got to play good defense. Grossman's error in the 8th inning in Chicago was an absolute debacle. Routine fly ball. Yes, the sun's out in Chicago. Yes, it's a day game. Grossman has to make that play. He drops it with 2 outs in the 8th to get a guy in second. You knew it was going to all unravel after that. It did. They scored 2 runs because you gave an extra out. And then that ended up costing you the series win, potentially, and you split that series in Chicago. In game 1 of today's doubleheader, man, Baez with a routine ground ball to shortstop in the 7th inning with bases loaded, 2 outs, throws it over to first. He 2-hops it to Torkelson. Torkelson can't pick it. Torkelson's saved Baez's ass multiple times this year because Baez can't make a routine throw over to first base. There's nothing more frustrating than that. You would have had momentum. You were down 2-1 and going into the 8th and said it was 3. And at that extra one, forget about it. This offense wasn't doing anything in game 1, so there's no way you're scoring 2 runs. And they didn't. They lost 3-1. But it's just the simple plays you got to make, especially this team. You can't afford to give other teams extra outs because you're not good enough. That's just face the facts. You got to play a clean game, score runs when you got base runners on. You got to get a clutch hit or 2, and you just got to figure out ways to play clean games because you're not good enough to beat yourself and beat the other team. You got to just focus on beating the other team. Beat yourself, you're in trouble. Some teams can handle making mistakes. You cannot. You're not good enough. So like I said, you played 86 games. You're 36-50. You have 7 left in the first half, and then the All-Star breaks next Monday. You need to go 6-1 and give yourself a chance to be in it. You'll still be in it at 6-1. That's just basically, we're playing the Central, the worst division in baseball. You'll be in the. You got to just continue playing good in the second half. You go 6-1 here, which is needed because everyone. There's a lot of teams that are going to be buyers this year. Like 20 teams are going to be buyers this year. It's going to be a lot more buyers than sellers. So just make it interesting. I mean, it's been the 6-game winning streak was very fun. You're scoring runs and pitching well. We've had a big enough sample size to know that our pitching is going to keep us in the game, and our bullpen comes in and is usually going to shut the door. So we've had enough games there under our belt to know that, okay, if we score 4 or 5 runs a game, we're going to have a good chance to win. That's just how it is. Can you do it consistently? You haven't yet, but there's still time to, get this thing rolling. But the frustrating errors need to stop. Like Baez almost blew the game on Thursday, too, because he short-hopped Torque and he saved his ass in the 9th, which would have tied the game with 2 outs. I mean, it's like you got to make the routine plays. Baez, you're getting paid $30 million a year. Come on, dude. Please make the routine plays. 60 losses is coming up for a few teams. Nationals, A's are at 58. Cubs are at 52. I think there's another team in there somewhere, but the Tigers are currently at 50. So 60 losses. The first 60-loss team, in my opinion, is probably going to be the Oakland Athletics. But we'll see. They're 2 losses away from 60, so we'll see what happens. The Tigers just need to string some W's together. to end the first half, and then start the second half strong with that doubleheader. So I will do another video on next Monday, and then I'll take a week off because of the All-Star break. There's only going to be a couple games played. So I'll take that following week off, and then I'll be back on here like normal for the rest of the season. So what was I going to say? I will do another one next Monday. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you being patient. But the Tigers are 8-6 in the last 14. 7 games to All-Star break. You need 6-1 to give yourself a realistic chance. Like, okay, hey, well, we could probably get within single digits games behind Minnesota for first place at the All-Star break if we go 6-1. And we desperately need to. So Baez doubled in the first in Game 2, so Tigers take a 1-0 lead early. We got Fado on the mound tonight in Game 2, which we desperately need, obviously. So, guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Enjoy your week. And I will see you next Monday, which is going to be Homer and Derby night, which I plan on live streaming the Homer and Derby if I can. So I'll try to do that for you guys. That would be fun as hell. Just watching people hit homers all night and just talking about it. That'd be sweet. So I'll plan on doing that. Anyways, guys, you guys enjoy your week. Take care. And go Tigers as always, guys. Take it easy.